6:30, super early start for me this morning, but a lovely night's sleep. Oh, had the best night's sleep despite the fact it was full moon. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? It's been freezing though. Right, cup of tea and a bit of editing. Just had to have a brief interlude for how beautiful is the sky this morning. And look at how frosty it is. I can write my name in my balcony panels. Not that well because they're super frosty. But yeah, that sky is just gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, I love a frosty morning, don't you? After all this drizzly, warm rain mornings we've had. It's lovely to see a proper frosty morning out there. Just gorgeous. Right, it's time to do a charity donation. And who is going to be the lucky recipient today? I mean, which charity is going to be the lucky recipient? As opposed to who? Right, let's unfold this one. This is from Moira Jack, and she says, such a lovely and generous thing to do. Can I nominate? Oh, I love this one. It's the best charity name ever. I remember reading it when I was cutting them up. Can I nominate Help Harry Help Others, based in Birmingham? They're a cancer charity now run by Harry's mum. Harry died aged 11 10 years ago of a brain tumour after raising £750,000 making and selling bead bracelets. His mum Georgie continues great work for cancer sufferers and is an inspiration. Do you know, I'm so glad this one came out. I remember reading it and it really touched my heart that out of such terrible circumstances such positivity comes, and that's just amazing, isn't it? Great name for a charity. Help Harry Help Others. I love that. Love a bit of alliteration, May. But I know I say it every day, but it would be an absolute privilege to donate to such a lovely charity. And thank you for sharing that story, Moira. That was absolutely lovely. And yeah, I'll do that donation now. Thank you. It's 9 o'clock. I've edited and scheduled today's video. I've done my parcels, I've got them ready to go. Put them in the car. I'm going to take them up to Bournemouth with me and drop them off probably tomorrow up there. What have I got to tell you? I've got to tell you that I finished this book, It Starts With Us by Colleen Hoover, last night. I felt like this was a sequel that didn't really need to be written. It was okay. It was nice to revisit the characters, but the storyline was a bit weak, and 3 stars from me. Really not great. So next I am moving on to reading wise Mad Honey by Jodie Picoult and the other lady who's Jennifer Finney Boyle then, is it? Yes. Looking forward to starting that one, taking that one to my mum's with me. I'm just packing my case. It's 9 o'clock, did I say that? I probably did. And then I'm going to be on my way. Got to stop at Next on the way to take back one cushion and pick up another one, because I swapped one of the blue ones for another orange one because the orange ones are nice and big and squishy, and I wanted 2 orange on each of the 2 side sofas and 2 blue on the central one. So yeah, doing that on the way, then up to Bournemouth. I very nearly almost forgot to do advent calendars before I went. No time to film the boxes today. I will do tomorrow. That'll be tomorrow evening by the time I get back. So this is Marks and Spencer's. Still very much appreciating the little helpful cutouts, I guess we're going to call them, on their website. I just need to get my glasses, bear with. Okay, we have got this, which is, let me look, a Lumen Nordic Sea Overnight Bright Sleeping Cream. I've heard of the brand Lumen, but I don't know much about them. Do they do some sort of face tool? I feel like they do some sort of face. I don't know much about them, so I'll have to look that up. But I always like little pots of moisturiser. Always so useful for travel. I've got a whole section of my cupboard devoted to them, and you know me, my skincare bag gets filled up every time I come back from a trip away, and I just a grab and go bag. Right, let's see, what is it? Oh, Hourglass in Space NK today. Let's have a look. Nice little box there. And this is the, oh, it's the translucent setting powder, Hourglass Veil. Lovely jubbly. I think I had, oh, it's the loose one. Not so thrilled about that. I love the set one. There's a word for it, pressed, the pressed powder. This is the loose powder, but that's okay, it's translucent. I will give that a go for under my eyes, because I set under my eyes with, I haven't got it because I've packed it, Velvet Powder Puff. I think I showed it to you in my last makeup video. Yeah, I will give that. That's a good size for travel, because the current, I very much like the powder. I've got Skin Food Peach Powder, it is, that I use to set under my eyes. And it's in quite a big, hefty pot. In fact, I was only thinking this morning as I packed my makeup, could do with something a bit smaller. So there we are, there we have it. And I do like Hourglass, so yes, very much appreciated. Pleased with that one. Pleased with that one. It's a good advent calendar day. Just been into next. Can I balance you? Let me see if I can balance you for a second. That's sort of working. Oh, that worked. I've wrapped my tripod around the steering wheel. Not that you care about that. But I've just been into Next. And the staff in our local Next vary from rude to the point of making me want to complain to the managing director, for all the way. But it seems to be either that or absolutely lovely and delightful. I never seem to see the same one twice. But the one I had this morning, who served me, was absolutely delightful. She couldn't have been more helpful. She couldn't have been more smiley and chatty. And do you know what? It just makes your experience in a shop so much lovelier. I mean, I get that everybody has bad days, and, you know, work in retail, I bet you get, particularly at the moment with everybody being so angry and grumpy, I bet it's a blimmin' hard job being in a customer facing role. I wouldn't want to be in one, but yeah, it lifts your spirits so much when you speak to someone like that, who was lovely and helpful and smiley and chatty and engaged. Anyway, off to Bournemouth now. A couple of hours with Radio 4. Arrived at Mum's and she's made me delicious soup for lunch. What is this?
It's called chicken and sweet corn soup. It's made with chicken stock.
Yum. Is it spicy? It looks as though it's spicy.
It's got a little bit of curry powder in it.
Oh, nice. It smells delicious. Looking forward to this. Oh my God, that's bright. Oh. It's the most glorious day. It's been beautiful, but it's so cold. Oh, look, the sequins on my jumper on the ceiling. Can you see that? It's like a whole disco light effect. I don't know if you can see that through the camera. Look at the sequins on my jumper. Look, they make a pattern of it. It's like we're having a disco. It shows how cold it is that next door's roof has still got ice on it, yes, and it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Yes. I reckon that's going to stay frosty all day and all night.
Yeah.
The butler hasn't taken my suitcase to my bedroom. That's a bit much, isn't it? I must complain. Right, we are off to see Dad this afternoon. Spend some time with him, which obviously I won't be filming. Looking forward to seeing him. I've got to also go and check my tyre pressures, because I had a warning light on. I think it was just because it was so cold, a warning light came on in the car saying to check my tyre pressures. So took me ages to look up in the manual what they should be. Tyre pressures used to be so simple. You looked up in your car manual what they needed to be, and it said front whatever, rear whatever. Now it's a massive great big table, and it all depends on what wheels you've got on your car and what tyres and what the numbers are on the edge of the tyres. It's very Why is life so complicated? Honestly. In other news, I don't know if I told you this, I think, did I show these or not? I might have shown them on Instagram. I saw these in Primark when I went with my best friend in Exeter, but they didn't have them in my size. Aren't they just glorious? I love them so much. And my niece hunted them down in Primark in Southampton for me and got them. Now I don't know if I can wear them because the heels are a little bit on the high side, but they are just glorious, aren't they? They're just so lovely. And might be going somewhere in January that might need me to wear those. In fact, we might be going somewhere next Saturday that I might be able to wear them. So we shall see. Also, Sophie told me, Sophie's my niece, that there is a, let me get this right, a matching handbag that goes with them, which I didn't get, but I kind of want now, but I don't think I'm going anywhere near a Primark in the near future. So maybe won't be getting that, but they're just so lovely, aren't they? They're just so lovely. Anyway, Mother is waiting for me with her coat on, so I better go and get ready to go. Well, sorry about the horrible light. It's about 5 o'clock. We are just back from spending the afternoon with Dad, which was lovely. It was lovely to see him and catch up, and he was having a fairly good day, so that was good. I went up to the little coffee shop. They've got a little coffee shop in the home where you can go when you're visiting, and if you don't want to go in their room or the lounge, and that's always nice because it feels a little bit like going out for a coffee, you know. They have biscuits, and I also took him some Bailey's liqueur chocolates, which he absolutely loves. Ate plenty of those, so that was nice. Then Mum and I popped to Sainsbury's to pick up a couple of bits for dinner, and they've got a very good Sainsbury's here with a very good clothes department. Also, I did pick up this Yorkshire tea, the toast and jam version. Has anybody tried this, and what are your thoughts? I remember this coming out and being very interested in it and not being able to get it everywhere. And it's the first time I've seen it. It was well over a year since it came out. I remember people talking about it on Instagram, but let me know your thoughts. I have tried the yellow one, which is the malted biscuit flavour, which I didn't love, but just fascinated by it. I expect I'm not going to love this, but I just was fascinated and had to try it. So there's that. And then I got a packet of croutons to go with dinner. Wasn't going to show you that. Not interested. I got this dress. It's like a midi dress, green and pink leopard with a V-neck. Really liked this, and I got this pink jumper to go. First of all, I picked up this pink jumper to go with. Remember that blue satin skirt with the black zebra print? I thought it might go with that. So it's a very boxy jumper. It's got a little sparkle running through it. I don't know how well you can see that. Probably not that well in this light. But it's got a sparkle running through it, and it's sort of fairly short and boxy, but would cover my stomach, which is obviously my criteria for a jumper. And I got that to go with that. Then I saw this and thought, hey, that would look fab over that as well, wouldn't it? The dress was only £18. It's a bargain, to be honest. The jumper was also £18, which I think is pretty cheap. So I've got to try those on a bit later. But I've had a couple of emails about that brand job I was telling you about yesterday, which I think is going to go live tomorrow. So you might see an extra video from me on the same day that you see this video, and there might be an extra one floating around because they're having a separate video because it's an ad. And if you do see that, I'd really appreciate some views on that if you could watch it. Also, it's really interesting because it's a great product that I had really good results with. There's some very good before and after pictures in it. If I have a link by the time this goes live, I will put it up there. Anyway, yes, I'm going to change my top because I'm a bit hot now. Blimmin' freezing outside. It hasn't reached above 3 today. Luckily the lights went off in my car. I checked all the tyre pressures and they did seem quite low, so I filled them up, and all the lights have gone off, so that's good. Winning at life. Pleased about that. And yeah, I need to get my laptop out and do a bit of work now, and then no doubt we will be having a nice lazy evening. Mum and I watch a bit of telly. I think Mum's doing moussaka for dinner, which I'm looking forward to. And yeah, a bit of chill out time this evening. Looking forward to that. Moussaka for dinner with Caesar salad. Well, not Caesar salad with Caesar dressing even. Looks delish. It's 25 to 8. And I'm thinking, can I go to bed yet? Oh, so tired. I think what I'm going to do, I've got a plan, is I'm going to carry this vlog on into tomorrow because I have this other video going live tomorrow, which is today for you. Actually, it's probably yesterday for you by the time you see this. So yeah, I'm going to do a 2-day vlog with this one. I think that makes more sense. That's my plan. Right, turn the camera off and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, this is future Caroline dropping in to say that I've changed my mind completely and I'm going to upload this video as a separate one rather than joining it to tomorrow's, because of my dodgy internet connection, which you will be hearing more about tomorrow, because I've talked about it today, which is tomorrow for you. If you're confused, I am as well, rest assured. Hope you don't mind, there's not going to be a quote of the day today. Friday evening, I've just got home from Bournemouth and I've now got to start the edit for this video that you're watching now. So I'm going to leave quote of the day, and I'm aware we haven't had a present idea today. All back again as normal tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you then. Bye bye.